get PR throughout the month, and I actually haven't done a PR try-on. So we're gonna go ahead and do that today because I just did a little PR haul. I showed you a few things that I want to play around with, but I also have stuff from the last PR haul. So let's get into it. In the last two hauls, I've showed you that Pixi has stocked me up with their toners. This is their Glow Tonic. The other two have my name on it, but I'm still on this one. This is probably like bottle number 5 in my life, but these are so freaking massive. Kind of don't go through it as quickly as you would with the smaller ones. Just gonna grab a little cotton round. My face is nice and clean. You have to kind of do half pumps because if you don't, it like squirts everywhere. I like to apply this right after skincare, and I rotate this between my 111 Skin Essence. I'll do this one. There's like 2 more that I'm trying and playing around with. And as per usual, I'll just let this sit on my skin for like 2 minutes. Now I'm gonna use L'Oreal's Midnight Serum. This baby over here, I tried last night for the very first time after doing my haul. I must admit, I liked it. This is the one that smells really nice. Like it smells bougie and nice. I mixed it with the, what is it called? The Midnight Face Cream. Oh my goodness. My face was so hydrated and plump and felt amazing. Even this morning, it just looked so glowy and healthy. So I really like it so far, and that was just the one time I used it. I know it says Midnight Serum. I'm not going to just use this at night. I have other L'Oreal products I absolutely love and are part of my skincare routine and or skin prep when I am going to apply makeup. So even though it says nighttime, it just means it's gonna be extra hydrating for me, and that's okay. I will apply this today. I'm gonna go in with the Smashbox Photo Ready Primer. This one is a smooth and blur primer. I tend to skip primers most of the time, unless I want to blur my skin. Maybe I have some texture, some bumps that I kind of want to hide. But I only skip primers because I can get away with it with my normal combo skin. But whenever I do apply my primers, I focus it in this area here, which is where I have my enlarged pores, and on the T-zone. And then I will kind of like spread it out. Now this is not a first impressions for me. I actually really like this, just like the toner. I've tried these and I've been using them for years, and they're actually really good. For foundation, I am gonna try the Smashbox Always On Foundation for the very first time. Now they did send me this in PR. If anything, everything that you're gonna see today was gifted to me. However, y'all know my opinions are always honest. So this foundation says skin blur. Stop mocking me, kid. I love you. It is a skin balancing foundation with hyaluronic acid and adaptogens. Now this shade is M10W. I don't know if this is gonna work for me, but we're gonna try it. I'm gonna do 2 pumps. I did a little swatcheroo in this area. I already had this, so it's not like I broke out from the foundation. We will see. Maybe it'll work. If I do it the way I normally do it, maybe it won't work. Maybe it's too light, but then again, I like, I'm gonna use a sponge. Oh, this is still wet. I'm gonna blend this out. I like light coverage. I don't want anything that's gonna look super heavy. And I think if I want a really, really heavy coverage, then maybe it would look way too bright and I wouldn't be able to make this work. Oh yeah, I could make this work. I mean, with a little bit of bronzer, I don't even have to work that hard to make it work. So I'm actually pretty excited about this. And look at that, my entire face is covered and I still had some left. So I'm gonna pop those in my little problem areas. Up close, it looks really good. I'm gonna say 2 pumps. Blend it out properly is going to give you medium coverage. I'm gonna give it a second. I'm gonna give it like 5 minutes. I'm gonna take Cam to the bathroom and I wanna see when I get back if it's gonna oxidize or it's gonna look good. Right now it looks pretty good. It did not oxidize. If anything, it looks really good. Like it looks good. Obviously the under eyes need to be fixed. So I'm gonna go in with bronzer and a concealer because I don't have anything new to show you guys in today's video. I'm gonna use my NARS Potted Concealer in medium to ginger, and then I'm gonna use Melt Cosmetics in Malibu. We're gonna try some of the products that Pixi sent over my way. I haven't actually used Pixi stuff in a little bit now, so I'm actually pretty excited. I'm gonna use their Brow Tamer. This is the only brow product in here. I feel like my brows are okay right about now. I almost broke a nail. In the sense of I already did brow lamination, so I've been able to get away without having to really fill them in and stuff, and it looks really good because they work with pretty much all gels now that they're like not as stubborn. And by the way, the powder I used on the face is the Huda Beauty one in banana bread. Let's see how my brows like or don't like this gel. Why did I say it like that? Gel. That definitely came out super de-duper weird. And then I'm gonna do what I always do and just kind of tame the top. You know, there are gels that I don't like if they're way too waxy or feel like an oil, because then I feel like it's gonna break down my makeup surrounding it. How does this one feel? Feels like it wants to be a gel. I don't think it's gonna dry down hard. Once my brows are properly set, then I'll let you know. But if it's not gonna work for my brows, you'll see it by the end of the video. My brows will like go right back. So let's see. Maybe it's a lightweight gel. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's Maybelline. It's not. It's Pixie. And it's Drugstore. Next, what do I want to do? Let's do the cheeks. I'm gonna use their sheer cheek gel. I don't think I've used any of their like little thingies like this. I do have one of these. Oh my God, it almost fell. It is in the shade Flushed. It's in a little squeezy thing. It's a gel. Oh, it's like jelly. Look. I think I have something like this, but it's not this deep. It's like a rosy or something. I'm gonna tap this on, turn my sponge sideways and blend and see what happens. Is it doing anything? You know what? We're gonna translucent, oil-free. This gel creates a supernatural flush of color all day. Tap into the apples of the cheeks. I mean, yeah, but no, like, okay, you know what? Let's not use the sponge. Maybe it's the sponge. So this is the result with the sponge. That foundation looks amazing on me. Maybe the sponge is lifting the pigment. I don't know. So I am going to blend it on the back of my hand. I'm getting a flush on the back of my hand and on the cheeks. Maybe I need a deeper shade or a brighter shade for it to be super noticeable. It looks dewy, so I'm not mad at it. It looks good. And the fact that it makes my skin look slick and it doesn't look lumpy or bumpy, I'm happy about that. I'm gonna kind of suck it up. And I can skip highlight today. Put a little bit here considering, but technically it's not doing the most. And it's okay. I think I expected something else. So far everything is looking good and my brows are kind of staying. They do feel not crunchy. They just feel like stiff, which means it's a basic gel. I'm gonna go ahead and play around with the WhatsApp beauty palette. This is their Dragon Eye palette that you guys saw in the unboxing, and that makeup look that you guys saw me create is already live on Instagram and as a short and on TikTok. This thing is beautiful. I wanted an excuse to play around with her again. So playing around with PR products is a really good excuse. Now my lids are primed. My landscapers outside, if you hear that, I'm sorry. They're like mowing the lawn and trimming the palm trees. Happens once a week, so I'm gonna suck it up. But I was saying my lids are primed with my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair. And I think I want to go pinky tone today. We're also going to use the brushes they sent over. Oh yeah, now that I'm not talking, shut it down, huh? Shut it down. That's what they do all the time. I'm going to dip into the shade Breathe. And I'm going to apply that on the outer crease area. This shade is way more pigmented than I expected. You know what I was going to tell you guys? You know who I am obsessed with lately? Bailey Sarian. She was recommended to me on YouTube weeks and weeks and weeks ago. I'm gonna say a few months ago. And there's something about how she tells a story that always draws me in. I have just been obsessed. So whenever I'm doing stuff around the house, I am watching Bailey's videos. And I really enjoy how she tells the murder mystery stories. If you haven't checked her out, you totally should. She actually just came out with a Melt Cosmetics collab. It all actually looks really nice. We are gonna go deeper. I think I wanna go into this shade over here. It is called Powerful. And I'm gonna apply this baby over here. Today is a day filled with noise. Cam's like just raising havoc in the background. The landscapers were just here. It's trash day. So right now the trucks are outside picking up the trash. Ay, Dios mío. It literally never fails. It is rare for me to film a video with zero noise and then I have to work around it. Now I'm gonna use another little fluffy brush to diffuse that deep maroon shade. It's not a maroon, it's like a grape. Very pretty. Okay, this is taking a little while to blend out, so I'll be back when I'm done. With that thinner brush, I'm gonna dip back into that same shade and I'll apply that in this area out here. I'm gonna go in circular motions so that as I'm applying, it's blending out. These brushes are actually really nice. I'm gonna apply that same shade under the eye from beginning to end. Now I'm gonna grab that fluffy brush. I'm gonna dip into that purple again. And we wanna slightly intensify it and blend out again because we're gonna go a little deeper. I'm gonna focus that in here and start blowing out. But I don't wanna lose this pretty pinky shade. And in order to go slightly darker, I'm gonna dip into smoke. I'm really gonna tap out and then I'm gonna apply smoke on the crease. I don't have to blend it out. That's why we did all the blending before. I'm gonna apply that directly on the crease and leave it alone. Now smoke is a really deep brown, but it has like a little bit of a purple hint to it. So it's all gonna work out in the end. Well, it's already working out, looks really good. And then I'm gonna grab their fluffy eyeshadow brush and I'll dip into this shade over here. It is called Monster. I'm adding a little more breathe onto the brow bone area and then I'll kind of wrap that around. Pixi sent over their Lash Booster Mascara. I am gonna apply falsies, but I will build this at the bottom. It is in the shade Blackest Black. This is something similar to another mascara I've tried by Pixi, but it's not the same one. I'm gonna build this up at the bottom and give the top just one light coat. And if you find that your mascara smudges on the bottom lash, take the brush that you applied, whatever eyeshadow you applied at the bottom, and smudge that together, and it helps you create an unintentional smoky eye. I applied the lashes and I changed my hair up because I feel like my hair pulled back away from the face, but pulled back, not at the top. Looks so much better with the eye look. Now we're gonna try a lippy by Pixi, but they didn't send over a lip liner, which is fine. And I feel like if I don't use a lip liner, then it defeats the purpose of the entire look because it's just not gonna go well. So I'm gonna use my Gerard Cosmetics lip liner in Luna, one of my faves. She's hiding under the sheets over here and watching videos. Now we can use Pixi's Lip Lift Max. They sent it over in the shade Sheer Rose. It doesn't look sheer. It's a very pretty nude. It is a glossy lip maximizer. Well, I already have my lip liner on. I didn't even know what the shade would actually look like. So I'm glad I went in with a liner. Volumizing lip enhancers with a cooling sensation, peptides, hydrate and revitalize for fuller looking lips. Aloe calms, jojoba moisturizes, and chamomile soothes. So it's gonna give it the appearance that your lips are like fluffier and puffier, fuller if you will, but it's not really gonna make them fuller, which is fine. And for an eye look like this with a lot of shimmer, I would typically go matte on the lips, but this is what was sent over and I wanted to try it. I've tried this formula before. It feels nice. It's not gonna plump, it's not gonna burn, it's not even gonna tingle. It has like a minty taste, minty fragrance. It just sits there and it goes away, but it's really nice. It's basically a lip gloss. Please let me know in the comments, what do you think about this look? I'm digging the maroon, the shimmer, the warmer outer area. It's just pretty. All of the products featured in today's video will be listed in the description box below. There will be affiliate links. You do not need to use them. But if you choose to use them, I will get a little bit of a kickback, a little bit of a commission as a referral for sending you over to the brand's website. But you don't have to use it. You can just search for it yourself. It is time we thank our channel members, our G Squad. These beautiful, wonderful people here on screen with me. Look at their faces. They're absolutely amazing. They are our G Squad members. They have actually jumped on the bandwagon and joined this channel as members. And by joining, they have access to exclusive perks like videos, a private community page just for members, additional giveaways, and I have so much more planned. I'm so excited. If you're interested in joining these wonderful people, make sure you hit the join button right below this video. And if you do not see it on your device, it's perfectly fine. I have a link available in the description box below. 2 playlists will pop here on screen. These are filled with so much content, all things makeup, of course. I highly recommend you check them out, and I'll see you guys really, really soon. Bye, guys.